Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and for your situation. And release the rest to the universe. So let's see what messages the universe wants to share with the collective today, please. What do we need to hear? Is this real or have I lost my mind? Did you guys feel this way as well when you first met this person? Now, what I want to say about this card is that this is how they felt in the past when you first met each other, when you were spending time together. Your person is saying, I couldn't believe that this was real. I couldn't believe that someone like you would care about someone like me. I was afraid the shoe was going to drop or the bottom was going to fall out. I was afraid that you would see something about me that you didn't really care about, or you didn't really care for, rather. And what your person is saying as well, my feelings for you developed so quickly and so intensely, and the chemistry between us was off the chart, and I couldn't believe that what was happening to me was real. I could not believe that someone like you could love me, desire me, or want me. And your person is having to look at those things within themselves that make them feel that they are not worthy of you. But they understand now. They see it now that during the time that you have been away from each other, that yes, this was real, and it is real. It was real back then, and it is real now. Now, in the past, they may have been trying to logically understand this connection. And can you truly understand something like this kind of connection that you have with your person, with your brain, with your head? Can logic explain it? No, of course it can't. Not at all. Can you guys explain this connection with logic? Can you talk to your friends or family about it? Do they get it? Do they understand it? Probably not, unless they have been through something like this themselves. This is what your person has been wrestling with in the past. But now they see and understand, yes, this is real. This is what it feels like to fall truly, madly, and deeply in love with someone. And the love that I feel for you is real. The intensity of this connection is real. I haven't lost my mind. I am not going crazy because I understand this connection so much more now. And many of you out there watching the reading as well, do you ever feel like you are losing your mind because of the intensity of this connection and how it feels to experience this kind of love with someone? You're not crazy, but you can't explain it logically. This is truly something that has to be felt with the heart and with the soul, and it's something that has to be experienced. And unless someone has had this kind of connection with someone else in their life and you're trying to talk to them or explain this to them, they will not have any sort of frame of reference, because you cannot explain this kind of connection. You can try, but you might as well talk to an orange, because they're just not going to get it. And this is what your person was saying here in the past. I couldn't believe how lucky I was that this was real. I tried to understand it. I tried to make sense of it. I couldn't believe that we'd only known each other for 2 or 3 weeks, and I fell so deeply for you. But I understand it now, that this is real, that this is a strong connection, and that we belong together. So your person is acknowledging, yes, it is real, and they have a much greater understanding now of you and of this connection. I'm sorry for making you wait. Well, I do feel that for many of you, your person is taking what we will call their sweet time at figuring themselves out, at being able to work through all of the stuff that they've needed to work through so that they can show up and tell you, yes, this is real. I am ready to rock and roll with this connection. And they do feel bad for how long it's taking them, but they want to make sure that they are absolutely ready. They don't want to give you false hope. They don't want to show up and then disappear again, because they don't want to go through that as well. They don't want to go through it again. When this person comes back, they want to show you that they are absolutely 1000% all in this connection with you, and that they are ready to rock and roll this relationship and move it to the place of union. At least with them acknowledging by saying here, I'm sorry for making you wait. That shows us that they are growing up, because they are taking some accountability and responsibility. And they don't like the wait either, because they want to get back to you, because they understand now that this connection is real and that it was real back then and they weren't losing their mind, although they probably felt like they were at the time. But they want to get back to you and to this love. They want to wrap themselves in the power of this connection with you. And that is something that they are going to do when they come back. And once they do, they will never let you go ever again, because as far as your person is concerned, you are the one that they want to spend their life with. I'm healing past trauma. Okay, so for many of you out there watching this reading, you probably are aware that your person is needing to heal the things that have held them back from this relationship with you. Different people have different traumas, and many times they're able to work through these things as they happen and move on forward with their journey for this lifetime. But for many of you out there watching this reading, your person has been dragging this trauma around with them, whether it is emotional wounds from childhood or when they were in high school or grade school. Perhaps someone bullied them or made fun of them, and someone they really liked didn't want to go out with them, and they were kind of like not feeling the love from people that were around them. Perhaps they have a wounded inner child. Perhaps they didn't receive the love and compassion and understanding from their parents that they needed to for their emotional development. And healing that stuff, guys, can be really hard. And possibly for many of you out there watching the reading as well, you have had to work through and heal a wounded inner child. But as well, this can also be about past relationships that were toxic and dysfunctional, or perhaps even for some of you, your person has been involved in a karmic relationship that they've been trying to release and free themselves on. That is traumatic for them as well. But what they are saying here is that I am healing these things. I'm releasing it because these things no longer serve me. They're no longer part of my life. And I am so sorry for bringing it into our relationship. I shouldn't have done that. I regret that now. I am so sorry that I did that. But this is part of the reason why I am taking my time. And it's why I am also so very sorry for making you wait, because I know that you are ready for us. And I want us, and I want this relationship, which is why I am putting forth the effort and energy that I need to now to heal all of this past trauma. I was only with people in the past who were toxic and dysfunctional, and I need to learn how to be a healthy partner in a relationship. And I am hoping so very much that you are going to help me do that, because when I come back, I want this relationship to be rock solid. I want it to be healthy. I want it to be happy, and I want us to work together in union to create balance in our relationship. And your person truly needs to heal all of that past trauma in order to make that happen. Different people heal at different rates, guys. We all can't move through our stuff quickly and easily, and perhaps this was something that was easy for you to heal. If you've been through past relationship trauma as well, you know what? We've all been through it, right? Every single one of us has been through some sort of trauma in our lives that has negatively affected our emotions. But what do? Do we hold on to it and just keep that kind of like as a crutch that we drag through our lives so that we don't ever have to open our hearts again? That allowing us to be a victim perhaps, or have a victim mentality. I can't be emotionally available to you because I was hurt 37 years ago. That's just an arbitrary number, guys. Although it may resonate with some of you out there. But do you see the point? It's like I am carrying these wounds with me because then I don't have to be accountable and responsible, because I was hurt in 1923 and I have been carrying that wound with me for all this time because it traumatized me. We have an obligation to ourselves and to the universe to heal these past traumas. Your person sees that now. They get that now. This is what they are working towards, because this trauma that they have been dragging with them from the past really needs to be gone from this connection. But it also needs to be released from your person's psyche, their character, their subconscious, and everything else. So that, boom, when they come back, you guys are rock solid and able to move and groove with this relationship and get it moving to the place where you both desire it to go. I have had an awakening. Oh, that makes sense as well. Okay, someone's had a wake-up call here. And, the universe does move in strange and mysterious ways. You guys know that. And perhaps your person has been kind of like drugged through some of this stuff here for healing this stuff by the universe, because the universe has come along to shake them up and wake them up and get them grooving on this path towards union with you. But your person is awakening to the power that is within them, and they need to find that power. As they empower themselves, they will be able to let this go, healing that past trauma, letting it go. It does not belong in their life, and not just because of this connection with you, but because of other things in their lives as well. It's holding them back, period. Just holding them back from living their best life. By healing this past trauma, they are saying here, I am going to be accountable and responsible and take ownership for my actions and behaviors in my life and in this connection. And I'm never going to fall back on all of this emotional baggage ever again. It is going to be gone. I am going to throw it in the dumpster. I am going to set that dumpster on fire and just let it go once and for all, because I have awakened. I'm going through spiritual growth. I've awakened to this connection. I understand now that this is real love. And while I was perhaps not really sure before because of my past traumas, I'm sure of it now. This is why I want to make my way back to you. And I'm sorry again that it's taking me as long as it is to figure myself out, but I am going to do it because I have awakened to the power of this relationship, and I want to have this union with you. It's time for us to be together. It is, actually. Your person knows this, and it is time for the two of you to be together. Enough with this separation and preparing for union stuff. It is time for you to be together. And again, they are sorry for making you wait. But this is about your person having a wake-up call. Waking up to the power of who they are and to the divine of who they are. We are all children of the universe, and we all have that divine spark within us. And as your person can acknowledge that divinity within themselves, this will help them see and acknowledge the divine within you as well, which is truly what needs to happen for the two of you to be together, to come into this space of divine union with each other. But definitely, guys, your person is waking up. Someone has come along to shake them up and wake them up, and that someone is you. Your energy, your love, because you are part of the catalyst for change in this person's life. And the universe as well, working with them to get them moving here. They have a much greater understanding of who they are, their place in the world, and their purpose in life now, because they have awakened and they are going through deeper spiritual awareness now than they ever have before. This is why they can acknowledge, okay, you know what? I have been working through this stuff. It is time for us to be together. It's time for me to start taking action and start making my way back to you. We'll use some tarot cards now and see what else we need to know for this reading today. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know for this reading? What messages does the universe want to share with us? The Eight of Coins. And look at that person diligently studying away with his book as he sits under this candle thing. Candelabra? I don't know what that is. Chandelier of candles? Whatever it is, guys. These are kind of like medieval images. But the Eight of Coins is all about healing that past trauma, because your person is improving themselves. The Eight of Coins is all about the student. It is about someone who is going to school to learn the life lessons that they need to be a better person. This is making so much sense that this Eight of Coins came out today. It is about the student. It is about your person assimilating those life lessons from their entire lifetime and gaining a greater understanding of why they happened to them, so that they can release and heal all of this past trauma, so that they can be ready to be accountable and responsible to themselves, to you, to this connection, and to the universe. The Eight of Pentacles is the card of the student. Your person getting it, getting those life lessons. And as well, they're saying here, I need you to help me learn how to have a better relationship. I need you to teach me the relationship skills that I need to be the partner you need me to be. And this is very probably something that the two of you will develop together. Also, with this Eight of Coins showing up, if any of you are thinking about going back to school or taking some sort of like online class or certification courses or continuing education or whatever those things are, it is saying that now is a good time for you guys, if you have been on the fence about whether or not this is something that you want to do. And it can be about learning anything. It can be about learning how to sing. It can be about learning how to dance. It can be about cooking classes or basket weaving or anything else that you have always wanted to learn or try or do in your life. Now is a good time to consider that, if this is something that you have been thinking about. But it could also be as well your person taking some classes that are helping them develop who they are, to heal this past trauma, to work through their issues. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? The King of Coins. I love the King of Coins energy. Although the King of Coins is very slow and methodical, the King of Coins energy is just so beautiful. Because there's someone who is dependable and reliable and determined, someone who puts forth the effort, someone who will definitely heal that past trauma, someone who will come out of this space of making you wait, although that is very interesting combination here. I'm sorry for making you wait. That is the energy of the King of Coins. The King of Pentacles does move slowly because they are methodical. They're very structured. And they think everything through, but then they get up and act, because all kings take action. And this is about your person getting it together and showing back up for you. Also on this card, we have a wolf and a stag. If anyone resonates with those beautiful animals, King of Coins is an earth sign, so if you or your person have your sun, moon, or rising signs in Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, this can be a place of validation that there's a message in this reading for you. You don't have to be an earth sign for this reading to work. These are collective readings and they are for everyone. I just call out the signs that go with the cards because so many people have asked us to. So please just take from the reading what resonates. It's more important that you understand that this King of Coins is the energy of the reading. And this is the energy of your person right now and coming towards you. Someone who wants to have a long-term partnership. That is the energy of that King of Pentacles. And they want that relationship to be stable and secure and They want that relationship to be stable and secure and safe. And they do feel safe when they are with you, and you want to feel that as well. The King of Pentacles is also someone who can be very focused on their work and on their job. And perhaps this is something that happened with you guys in the past. Your person was very focused on their career, which makes sense with it coming next to that Eight of Coins as well, wanting to make sure that they were doing the things that they needed to advance their career. But as your person comes back, they want to be more balanced in their approach with you. They want to spend more time with you. They want to do things together. They want to go on dates. They want to have experiences. They want to shower you with their love and their gifts, and they will show you through both their words and their actions how they feel about you, and through tokens of their love as well. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? What is happening here, please? This is all about movement. The Chariot. That is interesting because the King of Coins energy can be very slow moving and methodical, as we already talked about. And it does take a little bit of time for this King of Coins energy to get moving, but that Chariot assures us that they are moving. This is all about moving and grooving and making things happen and getting the situation for the two of you coming to this place where you can be together. The Chariot is ruled by Cancer. The other interesting thing about the Chariot is that it is about the balance of yin and yang energy here. This is about union, the balance of yin and yang. Two people, divine masculine, divine feminine, coming together in the duality that the universe presents it as black and white. That is how the universe presents everything, duality. And we do live in a dualistic universe where there has to be light and dark. There has to be good and bad. There has to be yin and yang, which is about union for you and your person. But the Chariot is also about success, and perhaps your person has been very driven by success in the past, their financial success, their business success, their career success, and perhaps as well this is you at the moment, you guys watching the reading, focused on your career and your financial security and stability and trying to make that at the moment as successful as you can. Please just take that as it resonates. But this is all about getting the situation between the two of you out of limbo, getting it out of being stuck, where you are no longer waiting for this person to get moving. This is about them doing something about it. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know, please? What does the universe want to share with us? Temperance. Well, this is all about the balance of you and your person. The Temperance card is about restoring balance and harmony to this connection, the balance of yin and yang, divine masculine and divine feminine coming into union. Very much supporting this Temperance card. Temperance is about the blending of your essences, the blending of your souls. Now, this tells us that this can be a twin flame connection or a soulmate connection. Please just take this as it resonates for you and your situation with your person. You know what kind of connection that you have, because as we look at this Temperance card, we have to consider the blending of fire and ice, which is about spiritual counterpart connections. Again, though, Temperance also tells us that things have been moving very slowly and you have been very patient concerning your person and this connection. And for whatever reason, and I don't understand it, but patience seems to be kind of like a message for the past couple of weeks or so, maybe even longer. I'm not sure, and I don't know why it comes up, but it is. But I do know that your person is going to express their gratitude and appreciation for how patient you have been with them. Temperance is also about this sense of building a strong foundation for this relationship that won't break, that won't crack, that won't crumble, and never again will it fall apart, because temperance is about tempered steel, which is one of the hardest substances on the planet, almost unbreakable. And this is how your person wants to rebuild this relationship, which makes all the sense in the world, because that King of Coins energy is all about stability and structure in a partnership. But someone who will make you feel safe, make you feel loved, make you feel cherished, make you feel that you are on top of the world as your person makes their way back to you. And that is regardless of their sign. It is the energy of the reading. Okay, guys? Speaking of signs, Temperance is ruled by Sagittarius. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? This is the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups is an interesting card because it tells us that your person is leaving the known for the unknown. They're leaving the physical for the spiritual. This supports them having an awakening, and it definitely tells us that they are learning what they need to learn. It is about them learning their lessons, their life lessons that they need to learn for this lifetime. It is about them leaving all of this clutter and all of this trauma and all of this baggage in the past and letting it go once and for all so it no longer negatively impacts your relationship. The Eight of Cups is about your person getting it together, getting their act together so that they can show up and represent themselves to you as a rock solid, determined, dedicated, loving, romantic partner for you. This is the card of the runner, actually, the Eight of Cups, because it is about someone who has walked away, but it's also about someone who's returning, and that is the energy of this reading. Your person returning to this connection and to this relationship because they've had a wake-up call. They've had this awakening. They see things with much greater clarity now than they have before, and this is truly what they have needed to do in order to be your partner. This Eight of Cups is about the person who is missing returning to your life because they are leaving behind all of the things that have been interference, blockages, old traumas, old wounds, fears, insecurities, illusions, all of that, as this person in this card is walking towards the light because they have had this awakening. They get it, they see it, they understand it, and they want to share that with you as well because they are leaving all of this baggage and garbage and stuff and icky, nasty, traumatizing events in the past because they want to come back to this light that is you and to the light of your love. And the people upstairs, the universe, is also guiding and directing them as well. Very much part of that Temperance card for your person to make their way back to you. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? New beginnings. Begin your new life. And what I want to say about this is about beginning your new life together. This is a phoenix, right? And that phoenix is rising from the ashes because your person has had an awakening, just like you have during the time that you have been away from each other while you are preparing for union that is on this reading today, guys. This is about beginning your new life together. And this is very much what your person wants to do concerning you and this connection. If you are willing to give them this opportunity to begin again, if you are going to give them the opportunity to come back into your life, because they're saying here, it's time for us to be together. And they see and understand this now with so much greater clarity than they ever did before because they can see that this is real. It's not Memorex. Remember that old commercial? Is this real or is it Memorex? And it is real, and they know and they see, and they can have a much greater appreciation now for all of this and gratitude for your patience because you have been very loving and very kind, giving this person the time and the space that they need to have their awakening, for gaining a greater understanding of this relationship, for learning the things that they need to learn. But when they come back, they want this relationship to be on a strong foundation, and that is very interesting here as well. Temperance, the King of Coins, and the Let me try that again. Temperance, the King of Coins, and the Eight of Coins are all about stability in a relationship, a strong foundation that is rock solid. No more quicksand, no more sinking sand, no more of all that other stuff where there's chaos and confusion, because this King of Pentacles energy coming towards you is going to be grounded. And they're going to be level-headed. And they have gone through this process to grow up emotionally. So they have the emotional maturity and stability that they need. So the two of you can build this rock-solid partnership with each other. This is all about your person waking up. And the universe is contributing to this as well, with that Temperance card being there, because this is about divine guidance and divine inspiration being in this connection for you and your person individually, but also as a couple, as they bring you back into union with each other. Knowledge. Seek knowledge. And I do feel that your person has been seeking knowledge, because they are having a much greater understanding now of this relationship. Perhaps this is this Eight of Coins. Perhaps they have been reading some books that help them understand, or that explain to them about spiritual growth, and that can be part of their awakening as well. Perhaps they are looking at stuff online that is giving them some sort of knowledge and greater understanding of this kind of connection, about why they ran, about why they've had to ghost you, about why they did all the things that they did to hurt you, because what this reading tells us is that they have a much greater understanding of that now than they ever did before, because this is about them waking up to you, to this connection, to the love that is here between you. This is about them getting it. And this is truly what's needed to happen for this person, guys. You need them to see and understand, because that is going to allow them to come back into your life and be the partner that comes at you with the energy of that King of Coins. Someone who is balanced, determined, dedicated, supporting, generous, kind, understanding, a much better communicator. Someone who wants to make you feel cherished and loved and safe and secure in this relationship. And that is what all of these cards of stability are about, so that you can feel safe in the knowledge that this person is not going to run or ghost or bail on this connection ever again. Reunion. Well, yes, this is about reunion, because your person understands now so much more about this connection than they ever did before. This is what they needed to see. They needed to understand how their actions and behaviors contributed to things falling apart between you. They needed to have that awakening. They needed to have that epiphany, that eureka moment, that, oh my God, I get it now. I see it and I understand it. This is what's going to allow your person to start reaching out and communicating with you. And I do actually. I do have a little bit of a timing here. I do feel that it is possible for some of you out there watching. I cannot say it's going to happen for all of you, because it is impossible, okay? Because everyone's at a different place on their journey towards reunion and union. Temperance is Sagittarius, which runs from like November 21st to the winter solstice, which is around December 21, 22. So it is possible for some of you guys out there to start receiving communication from your person during that time. It is more important, however, that you understand that there is this sense of divine timing at play here in this connection for you and your person. That I feel is something that is more important, because your person needs to come back to you when they are 1,000. Is that the number that I used in the very beginning of the reading? I think so. 1,000% ready, because they don't want to run again. They don't want to ghost again. They don't want to be without you again, because when they show up for you, that is it. That King of Pentacles energy is all about building a solid partnership that is happy, fulfilling, healthy, and secure. And that is more important than when this person starts showing back up. Divine intervention. Well, that makes sense because we have seen divine intervention all over this reading. We've talked about that quite a bit here. And I do feel that the people upstairs are working on this situation for you and your person. That same force that brought you together to begin with, however your initial meeting happened, is that same force that is at work in this connection now. The people upstairs are trying to encourage this union. They have been watching this entire thing, which is why your person has had a breakthrough. They have been at work on your person to wake them up and shake them up to this connection, to the beauty of this love that is here between the two of you. This is why they are making their way back to you guys. Trust in this divine intervention that is happening. And perhaps as well, your person is getting signs and synchronicities from the universe that are encouraging them to reach out, saying things like, the time is now, seeing clocks or seeing, what are those things, the hourglass things, wherever they go, encouraging them to say, it is time, let's get it moving. And that is what your person is listening to, this divine guidance that's coming to them. They've definitely had a breakthrough, though. Your person has had a breakthrough, and they see and understand. We've talked about that now with so much greater clarity than they have before, because they know that this connection with the two of you is the one that they need in their life. They know that it is time for the two of you to come together, because your person cannot stop thinking about you in the very beginning. Is this real, or have I lost my mind? Your person is definitely able to say, this is real. I tried to understand it with logic, but that was a ridiculous thing to do, because there is no way to logically explain what I was feeling in my heart and in my soul. And this is why I am coming back to you, so that we can have this opportunity to start over and start again and move this connection to this place of union. That Temperance card is about the divine union for you and your person, because they see and understand now. They've had a breakthrough, they've had an awakening, they are listening to what the universe is bombarding them with, and they have gained knowledge as well. And they are ready for this new beginning with you. They want to begin this next chapter of your lives together. Brave, adventurous, daring, courage, taking a risk, and facing fears. And you know what, guys? It takes a lot of bravery courage rather, to be able to work through a lot of these things. It takes a lot of inner strength to face those past traumas and deal with them head on. You guys know what it's like. That is a hard thing to do. Having to face those things that really hurt us in the past and work through all of our emotions and all of those feelings attached to those traumas and letting it go. You've got to feel it, guys. You got to work through it. And in order to heal it, you got to feel it. And this is what your person has been doing. But they're also saying here, I do not lack the courage to come back for you. I am brave. I am courageous. I have been facing all of my fears, and I no longer see this connection as something to be fearful of. I see this connection as the one that I want for my life. I see this connection as the one that I need in my life, because you and I belong together. I felt it in the very beginning. Is this real, or have I lost my mind? That's what your person is saying here. Is this real, or have I lost my mind? They knew in the beginning that they felt and experienced something that they have never felt before, and that it's time now to acknowledge that and come back and share that with you by telling you how they feel and how they love you and how they want to build this relationship with you. Runner. Okay, guys. Whose person out there is running? No contact, silence, ghosting, withdrawal, ignoring, self-sabotage, giving into fear. Well, you know what? Not anymore. This is changing. This is all changing because it's time for it to change. This is about your person saying, I'm tired of running. I'm tired of being in this place of withdrawal. I acknowledge that I sabotaged this relationship because I was fearful, because I was afraid, because I had unhealed past traumas that I needed to work through and heal and address. And I have been working on that. Because in the very beginning, I had to ask myself, am I crazy or is this real? I was hoping it was real. I was fearful that it wasn't. But I see and understand now that it is real, which is why I am tired of running and why I am going to make my way back towards you. Again, that supports that Eight of Cups. The missing one is returning to your life because this is about your person wanting to build this future and this relationship with you, with this solid foundation that comes with that King of Coins energy. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear for this reading today, please? What do we need to know? New attitude, new behaviors, a change in perspective, being open-minded, and shifting perspective. Well, I actually feel that that card says so much, guys, this card, this new attitude card, because it tells us that your person is going to be showing and exhibiting new behaviors towards you, and that makes so much sense. But that is also something that probably needs to happen for, well, pretty much all of you out there watching this reading. They need to show you that they are going to be dedicated to this relationship. They need to show you that they are going to be fully invested in this relationship. They need to show you that they can see things now with greater clarity and understanding than they ever have before. And this is what's going to happen because your person is coming at you with the energy of that King of Coins, who is grounded, who is generous, who is loving, compassionate, giving, understanding, someone who's going to lift you up, encourage you, support your hopes, your dreams, and wanting to build a rock-solid relationship, a powerful relationship with you. That King of Coins energy wants long-term. And they see this as long-term. They've just had to work through all of their issues, all of their traumas, all of their fears, their insecurities, because they were giving into this fear while they have been running. But they are working through it. They're almost on the other side of it, so they can spin around and start making a beeline back to you because it is time for you to be together with this person. That is what they are saying. I am confident that I can come back to you. I am courageous and do not fear initiating communication with you. I know that I need to reach out. I know that we need to talk. I know that it is time for me to take that risk and take that leap and that giant step towards you because it is time for us to be together. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to everyone watching. Have a great day, everyone.